Guys, back again. Um, what's in the voice now is that bloody little pesky V7 that was attempted to be picked in the wild. It obviously wasn't a success if you watched Pocket Woman, the quintuplet series, or the 5 little mini series. Yeah, it wasn't our day. It had too many elements against us and too many negatives going against us. So yeah, but so we basically failed, whipped in the wild, if you like. Yeah, the only wrenches I had on the site was that. I only got it in my box anyway, but yeah, the real flimsy offset tensioner, which I hate. Some people love them, but not for me. I like direct tension on a core. This is the only thing I bloody found. This is one Rookie sent me from the Mad or Crazy Bob, whatever his name is. It's not ideal, but it's the only one I have really. I know apparently they come in different sizes, thicknesses. This one's pretty thin. So what I want to do, I'll give you a rundown. I've actually sort of prepped this padlock for this assembly. Basically, it's still active, as in the pins are still in there. I've just first thing I want to do is remove that core retaining pin, which is here. Yeah, it's a standard 245, 247 retainer, brass retainer, and that bronze frost. Well, I don't even know what the chemical name is for it, but anyway, I think Jason Colson's pretty right into that type of environment, metals and chemicals and stuff like that. But yeah, bronze phosphate or whatever it was, yeah, that's been removed. So now I've got the option of turning the plug 2 ways. Ordinarily, if the plug was in there, it would only operate clockwise 90 degrees. But now I've taken the retainer pin out. I can rotate that either way. I wanted to take it out anyway because I've got to try to pick it in the opposite direction that would be picked in real life. So I'm going to pick it or counterclockwise. That way I can just pull the plug and just drive the top caps, brass plugs, through the chamber, and we can start refurb. Yeah, this padlock shackle is actually rusted in there solid. I think Gary Remain made a comment, but even if he did pick it, you're going to have trouble getting the shackle off. You're probably right, but I wanted to maintain that shackle's integrity. I could have cut that off with a grinder, not a problem. And I mean, in the real world, any locksmith wouldn't be sitting there in the 40-degree heat trying to pick it, especially a V7 too. I mean, technically that's a biaxial lock, 2 shear lines, 7 pins. All those pins are locked with tapered pins too, drivers and key pins, and it's been in the elements for a long time. And it's double ball locking too. So, and like I said, it's biaxial. It runs off two angular chambers, 4 and 3. So you've got 2 shear lines. Trying to bump that or break that, good luck. Obviously, someone made a comment about raking and shimming it. Oh well, there's 2 bronze brass type balls, double locking ball, so that's out of the question. And it's, like I said, it's biaxial. It's got 2 shear lines, so good. Yeah, be pretty lucky if you can hold the tension and rate 2 shear lines at the same time. You'd be good on you. Yeah, but like I said, that's a V7. It's not an inline 5-6 pin lock. That would have been the ideal situation. Would have been in there. We would have been out in 10 minutes with the whole thing done and dusted. But yeah, it wasn't. It's a V7. I don't think, some people made some comments, well, especially one, obviously doesn't know what he thinks, well, I'm assuming he thinks that everything's an inline bloody basic pin system. Not really, mate. Anyway, yeah, I've had a quick little really light rub on that. I'm not going to go any deeper on that because I'm going to lose that its trademark feature. So what I'll do with that, I'll actually linish that off, that side, the back, top and bottom and plug, but I'll just have to work on that one very, very gently to get as best I can. Actually do it completely overall to get that effect. Yeah, if I would have cut that shackle off, and it wouldn't, I mean, I obviously would have removed the padlock, but I've still been in the same, a really awkward position. I'd have two solid parts of the shackle stuck in the body. I wanted to maintain that integrity of the shackle, so if I do pick that open, I can rest that against something and just get some wood and give it a tap, or vice versa, bash it down to remove it. Problem, I've remarked that shackle like retainer too, plug. That's where I'm going to remove that plug, but that's hopefully that's steel pin, because it's not a brass pin that goes in there, it's a steel pin, steel insert, same one as a 234. I looked at the condition of that padlock, so I'm assuming that brass retainer insert for the shackle would, I'm assuming, well, it's rotten and seized, which is the worst case scenario. What I have to do there, if it comes out, happy days. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to soak that in something. I don't know, I'm not an expert in acidic liquids to use. I mean, what I might do, well, I'm going to do a test run actually. I've got an old, pretty old skanky L234. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, reward for effort on this one is going to be, yeah, it's not worth it. It's going to end up a nice shiny 234, which is probably a dollar a dozen type thing. So what I'll do with that one, I'm going to chuck that, or leave it in Coca-Cola for 24 hours. See what type of effect it has on the brass and the padlock. And like I said, I'm not an expert on metals. It could bloody eat the thing to liquid, who knows. But anyway, we'll see how we go with that pin. And alright, 7 minutes. My phone is, oh yeah, this is debacle with this phone. I've got to get rid of it. So the battery's absolutely cooked. I need a new battery, or yeah, I mean, this is a nice phone. It's a Samsung Note 4 or something. I mean, it costs probably the same price as a second-hand Gemini when it was purchased. But it's like anything, once you take it out the door, it's not worth anything really. So I might get a new phone and start afresh. So yeah, so what I might do now, I might not pick this now because I'm going to run out of time. I know it's going to happen. It's going to shut down, and yeah. So I'll make this one video, and we'll go from there. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. What I do before I go, I was just like, it's not something I didn't really pay attention to actually on site. Wasn't particularly drawn to the profile. But that's a different V7 profile actually. I was mentioning about getting an LW21R, which is fine for the cupboard locks. That's obviously, that's fine for that profile. It's bloody focus. Yeah. But yeah, this one's is a collaboration of a V7 and a JA. You can tell, see the difference in the profile. Yeah, my problem that day was getting the correct tensioner on that one. It just wasn't working. I haven't got it with me, obviously in the van, but oh, here we go. Yeah, that's the one I was using. I don't do top of the keyway because no locksmiths, well, I wouldn't imagine, be farting around single pegging. I mean, they've come across an entrance and double deadbolt entrance set. Yeah, no problem. Single peg it. Well, usually they're pretty straightforward. There's not much to them. But in general, most locksmiths are not there for the entertainment. They're there to get in, get the money, and go. It's all about time. Time is money, they say. So obviously they will use a different method to get in. It wouldn't be single pegging or raking, because most locks on the straight end doors are a C4 profile anyway, so in line. So anyway, this is what I was using, and it was okay for get enough rotation for about 2 pins, and it will bind bind the plug onto the housing inside. So yeah, and that, I'm not making excuses, it probably sounds like it, but that was a fact. I couldn't, the most pins I can get to respond was 3 without started binding it up. And I don't do top of the keyway either, I just don't do it. I need to. It's probably handy if I'm home, but yeah, I don't use it, so I'm not comfortable with it. That's me though. I mean, a lot of you guys, I think a lot of you guys use top of the keyway, and yeah, it works well for you. At the end of the day, it's all about what works for the person, what they're familiar with, what they're comfortable with. But my 2 cents worth, well, a solid wrench is the way to go on out in the wild, not those flimsy little offset. It just, yeah, they don't work for me, because I get better response, better instant feedback, and I can tension that, treat it like a I don't know, guitar string, if you will. I can, where my finger is placed along that shaft, or the length of that tensioner, is relative to the amount of pressure I'm putting on. If I want heavy tension or heavier, I'll be down here somewhere. If I want medium, I'll be here. If I want light tension and instant response, I'll be up here. But that's not concrete fact of life in locksmithing or lockpicking. That works for me. Everyone's got a different approach and a different feel for locks. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that's what works for me. Anyway, yeah, so that's a JA profile basically up until that point where it splits off into the V. So yeah, I read a comment, well, it wasn't directed at me, it was directed at the Pocket Woman from Noctis, and which is, yeah, he's spot on. He said Funky mentioned the yeah, the old CB profiles, lanes, which is, he's right. So Funky, you're correct there, mate. You can manipulate, modify these CB44Rs or the CB34R to fit that. Yeah, I'm nearly there anyway, and I haven't done really much to it, just taken some skin off it. But yeah, so let me know what you want, which design head you want. You can have the lanes, the CB44R lanes type head, or you can have the CB34R, which is a Corbin type head. I'm sure I've got one with me. Should have one on the keyboard somewhere, but I can't see one. So anyway, yeah, the head's like shaped like the Corbin key blank. So that's what we'll do. So yeah, I'll put a pin on this video before it shuts down anyway, and next time I come, I'll hopefully be trying to get into this, and we can start the journey on the restoration. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Pocket Woman, this shackle was beyond hope. I'm not even gonna, yeah, that's total bin job. Like I've got a few spares. I think William Mansell made a comment, you know, if I should have cut the shackle, but then he said no, maybe you didn't cut the shackle because they're hard to find. Well, they are, William. You can't, well, I'm sure they're out there in someone's stash in a box, but these are not available anymore. I don't do an aftermarket for the 245 series padlock, unfortunately. I used to, but I've got a few I want to get re-chromed anyway, so it's not going to be a 5-minute journey, Pocket Woman. So there's some things I'm not going to be able to get out. You see that rippled indentation on the corner? I'll get it as clean as I can, but I'm not going to get that square, otherwise I'll end up taking too much off the top. I've got to leave some bit of a character on it, but my main concern is leaving that that footprint on the face to show its what it is and its history and heritage, I suppose. So, yeah, so like I said, I did hopefully if I can turn it, get it open to the left, I can just pop the plug, drive those through down the chamber into the cavity, pop them out, and then the journey will begin. But like I said, that's my main concern. I'm not worried about getting the plug out, I'm worried about the state of that metal pin in there. If it's all rotten away and rusted, then we're in for a hard fight. But that's where that leaving it in Coca-Cola or some kind of liquid that will have a acid eating effect. I think William Mansell's a pretty big fan of vinegar apparently. But yeah, anyone, any ideas, let me know. But I was going to give Coke a shot anyway. I'll put that old padlock in Coke for 23 hours, see what happens, see what it does to the metal, and if it has any detrimental effect to the brass. But I've never tried it, so we've got to find out. So yeah, that's the profile. JA, partial JA and V7 key. There you go. Yeah, ML, master lock version, or V. Interesting. Didn't know they had two profiles, but you never learn. It's like anything in life, you never stop learning. The day you do stop learning, then chances are you're probably no longer on the planet breathing air. So, and that applies to everyone. I mean, if someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, I know everything about that subject," then yeah, send them to the asylum, because I think they're dreaming. But anyway, I'll shut this video down before it cuts out, and I'll give an attempt on the next video to get it open, and we'll progress through the journey on video, and hopefully it'll turn out okay. Well, best it's going to be, or I can get it anyway. I'm sure either way, Pocket Woman will be appreciative of the outcome. It'll look nice in her backdrop on her, in her film studio. Anyway, till next time, yeah, take care, and I'll see you soon. Ta.